Hey guys, good morning. Give everybody a second to filter in. My name is Brooke Armstrong. We're doing Powerful Flow today. Powerful AF flow, actually. And why are we doing Powerful AF flow? Well, because I taught 2 yin classes this week. And need a little bit of fire, a little bit of spice. We had the full moon. And so we'll be doing a lot of things that kind of just challenge the balance, because we're kind of in a gravitational place where balance is tricky. So I want to highlight that today. So you might see me fumble and fall right along with you, but that's okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. You'll come to the top of your mat and bring your bones of your big toes to touch. Have a bit of space between your heels. We'll just start by taking some deep breaths in and out. So inhale, have an audible through the mouth sigh. Again, big breath in. Audible through the mouth sigh. One more time, big breath in. And then let it go. Bring the palms together at the center of your chest. Bow your chin down just slightly. While this class may be a bit spicy, it might be easy for you. Who knows? The key is to play and have fun no matter what. So make sure that you're smiling, feeling yummy, moving in accordance with your intention that you set for your day. Not taking yourself too terribly serious. One more big breath in and out. And then let your hands come down by your side. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold all the way down and in. Inhale and halfway lift. Exhale and forward fold. Stand up again. Big breath in. Reach up. Exhale, hands down to the heart. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Halfway lift. Pull the chest forward. Exhale, soften the chest down the thighs. This time, put your left hand on the ground. Put a bend into your left knee. Straighten your right leg to the best of your ability. Take your right arm up. You can look up at your right hand if your neck says that's okay. If not, just look at the floor. Big breath in. Exhale it out. Right hand down to the ground, left arm up. Put a bend into the right knee. Straighten the left leg to the best of your ability. Deep breath in. Exhale. One more. And exhale. Left hand down to the ground. Inhale and halfway lift. Now put a lot of bend in the knee, like more than you normally would. Tip your tailbone up. Reach your center of your breastplate forward as far as you can. Firm up your low belly. One more inhale breath. And then as you exhale, sweep your arms back behind you. Squeeze the triceps to lift the arm bones. Start to sit your bottom back. And then raise it back up halfway. Bend the knees, sit it down. Raise it up halfway. 2 more times, bend in. Rise up. 1 more time, bend in. And rise up. Put the hands back on the floor. Take a deep breath in and halfway lift. Exhale, hands on the ground. Step your feet back to plank pose, the top of a push-up. Firm up your thighs. Shift the weight forward, breath in. Lower halfway down, breath out. Push back up to plank, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Now in your down dog, you want to tip your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Press the index knuckle mound side of your hand firmly so that your inner arm bone is taking more weight than the outer. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Tipping that tailbone up, low belly to spine. Exhale. 1 more deep breath in. And then exhale it out. Bring the weight back forward into plank pose. Inhale. Shift forward, lower halfway down, exhale. Push back up, plank pose, inhale. Halfway down, exhale. 1 more, push up and away, inhale. This time all the way down to the floor as you exhale. Let your toenails unfurl down onto the mat. Keep your hands by your chest. Wiggle your hips side to side. Remember, don't take yourself too seriously today. We're having fun. Keep your palms in line with your breasts. or your nipples, depending on what you have. Everybody has nipples, right? And then lift the chest, press into your toenails. Squeeze your elbows into your back body. Lengthen the back of your neck. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Now allow the upper body to come back down. Tuck your toes. Squeeze your thighs up off the floor. Slide your hands 1 hand print back. So now the wrists are kind of underneath the elbows, or as close as you can get them at this time. Roll your shoulders into your back pockets. Firm up your belly, and then push yourself 1 piece back up to plank. And then lift the hips, down dog. Shimmy your hips side to side. Raising 1 heel and then the other, but trying to keep the legs straight-ish, yeah? So it's kind of like walking the dog, but with the legs straight. So you get into the outer hips. I want to get your IT bands nice and warmed up so that when we get to the balance postures, everything's a bit more smooth. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, hop or step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale breath. Forward fold, exhale breath. Bend your knees, come down into a deep squat. Raising your heels up, take your knees forward, lift your chest up. Take some deep breaths in and out here. Hands can be at heart center, and they can be fixing your hair or your clothing. Whatever you need. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. 1 more, inhale, squeeze the inner thighs to hold the balance, and then exhale it out. Start to rise up, stay on the toes, coming all the way up to stand, squeezing those inner thighs, stay on the toes. Woo. Reach your arms up overhead, breathe in. Set your heels down as you exhale, elbows to kidneys and lean back. Inhale, stretch up tall. Elbows to kidneys, lean back. Inhale, stretch up tall. Elbows to kidneys, lean back. 1 more, inhale, stretch up. And then exhale, elbows to kidneys, lean back. Inhale, up high. Forward fold, exhale. Put your right hand on the ground in front of your face. Halfway lift, bend your right knee, step your left leg back to a lunge. That's a little awkward, I get it. The right hand's in front of the right foot. The left hand should be where it was when you did plank, yeah? Or when you came into your forward fold. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, open your right arm up to the ceiling. So again, we're targeting the IT band by doing the lunge just a little bit awkwardly. Inhale, breath. Exhale. Sink in. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, sink in. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, sink in. Right hand back down to the floor. Stay on your fingerprints. So cupcake hands, stay on your fingerprints. Step your right foot back to plank. Shift the weight forward, breath in. Halfway down, breath out. Push back up to plank on the fingertips. Downward facing dog. Put your palms on the ground. Walk your dog, but with the legs straight. Shimmy those hips side to side. Now start to target the upper back area, like the outsides of the armpits, as you're taking your hips and swinging them right and left. Then steady yourself in the center. Shift the weight forward, breath in. Lower all the way down to your tummy, breath out. Arms release back behind you, locust pose. Thighs, knees, feet, chest, arms off the ground. Hold steady and breathe. The chin is slightly down, so the back of the neck is long. 2, 3. Firm up your buttocks. 1 more. Now place those hands a little behind the nipple line. I'm sorry, there's just no more anatomical perfect place than that. Squeeze your knees up off the ground. Firm up your thighs. Pull your low belly to spine. In one solid piece, press up to plank. Ready, set, go. Lift the hips, down dog. Bring the feet a little closer together. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. As you inhale, bend the knees, look forward, hop to the top of the mat. Try to see if you can catch a little bit of air before you set your feet down. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Forward fold, exhale, breath. Sweep your arms back behind you for that squatted chair. Hands interlace at the tailbone. Squeeze your arm bone straight and strong. Inner thighs hug in towards one another. Now start to lower your hips down towards your heels. Let your knees go forward. Your your knuckles still coming down behind you, trying to touch the floor. 2 more breaths. Really pull through the arm bones. Make this like active, expansive stretch for the front body. Now stay on your toes. Hug your inner thighs in. Come all the way up to stand. Keep your arm bones active to help you come up to stand on the toes. Woo! And then set those heels down. Release the arms up. Inhale. Elbows to kidneys. Exhale. Inhale, stretch tall. Exhale, forward fold. Left hand on the ground. Inhale and halfway lift. Put that left hand down in front of your face. Right arm up to the sky. Now step your right leg back. Right hand down to the ground. Left arm up. That's what we did wrong. Now here we go. Now we're stepping the right leg back. Funky lunge position. Inhale, breath. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, breath. Exhale, sink it in. One more time. Inhale, breath. Exhale, sink it in. Now bring your left hand on the ground. Come up onto both fingerprints. Step your left foot back, plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway down. Push back up, plank. Downward facing dog. Put your palms back on the floor. Raise your right leg up. Step your right foot in between your hands. Straighten your right leg. Bend the right knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Now when you're straightening the front leg, go ahead and lift your toes up. So inhale and straighten, lift the foot up. And then exhale, bend it in. 2 more. It's called foreshadowing. 1 more big breath in, lift those toes. And then exhale, bend the knee. Now, just for good measure, we're going to straighten the leg, push down into the big toe mound, so you're straightening out the front of the ankle. Swing your right hip back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. 2 more. 1 more breath. Now lift the right toes up, push into the heel of your right foot, pull the toes back towards your right shin as vigorously as possible. You're on your fingertips of your hands. Your arms are outstretched in front of you, so it's a little bit tricky. 1 more big breath. And then exhale, bend the right knee. Take your left leg up behind you. Hold there for just a moment. Turn your inner left thigh in. Bend your right knee. Take your arms back behind you. Hold steady and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2. After 1, put your left foot down next to your right foot. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Squeeze your arms together. Sit into your chair pose. Inhale, breath. Hold for the exhale. 1 more inhale. And then forward fold, exhale it out. Keep the hands together. Let them wrap over above your head. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, allow the hands to come down by your feet. Halfway lift, breath, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Hands on the ground. Step your feet back to plank pose. Now we're coming through to our first up dog. So shift your weight forward, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing, roll over the toes. Press into the palms and the tops of the feet. Hold here. Look out past your left shoulder. Let your left hip tip up. Come down the middle. Look out past your right shoulder. Let the right hip tip up. Come back down the middle. Now, come back down to Chaturanga. Lower your knees if you have to make it happen. Push up to plank. Downward facing dog. Raise your left leg up high. Woo! Did you hear that pop? Exhale, step your left foot through in between your hands. Hold steady right there. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, sink in. Exhale, straighten her out. Now add the toe lift. Inhale, sink in. Exhale and straighten, lift your left toes. Inhale, bend in. Exhale, straighten, lift those suckers. Inhale, bend in. Exhale, straighten, lift those suckers. Now put the left ball mound on the floor. So now we're pushing in through the top of your ankle. Still on my fingertips. I'm swinging that left hip back behind me, so I'm getting a deeper stretch down the outer edge of my left leg. My left kneecap is also facing my ankle, so make sure yours is as well. Just take a peek at it. Make sure it's not turning to the right at all. If it is, just squeeze your quad and fix it. Now let's lift the toes up. Really press down, drive down through that left heel. One more big breath in. Stay for the exhale moment. And then push into your left foot. Shift your weight forward, lift your right leg off the ground. Take your arms back behind you, squeezing the triceps to lift the arm bones. Right inner thigh rotates in. Hold steady and breathe for 5. 4, lengthen your heart away from your belly. 3, flat backs, no rounding. 2, chair pose on 1, right foot comes down next to left foot. This time, sweep your arms up by your ears. Inhale, hands to heart center as you exhale. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, twist. Left elbow past your right knee. Now stay in this twist, or if you would like to expand it, you could take your left hand to your right shoulder and push it open. Take your right arm up. Then if that feels good, maybe left elbow feels down, or feels good coming down. Maybe it doesn't. Take whatever variation honors where you are today. Hold steady. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release down into forward fold. Heel toe your feet hip distance apart. Peace fingers to big toes. Inhale, pull your chest up. Exhale, bend the elbows, fold in. Shake out your head. Relax your neck. Tip your tailbone up just a little bit more. One more deep breath in. And then exhale it out. Release your grip of your feet. Halfway lift. Inhale, breath. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift again, inhale. This time hop or step back, but go straight into low plank as you exhale. And then upward facing on the breath in. Downward facing on the breath out. Right leg high, big breath in. Bend your right knee, bring it into your body. Now keep your down dog shape, just bringing your right knee in, your left heel stays in contact with your mat. Now try to bring your right foot forward, not even touching the floor at all whatsoever, but coming like 1 inch above it, and then slowly shift your weight forward as you come into lunge pose. Yes. Right arm up to the sky, deep breath in. Now turn onto the outer edge of your right foot and your left foot. Yeah, so we just kind of like flip the angle to open up. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Now take your right foot and step it on top of your left. So keep your left hand planted, right foot on top of left. Right arm is up. Take your arm overhead if you would like. You could bring it behind your back to open your chest more. Maybe bring it behind the skull. Hold steady and breathe for 3, 2, 1 more. Now, reach your right arm forward. Slowly rotate your body into plank pose. Lift your hips up to downward facing dog. Inhale, breath. Exhale it out. Bend the knees, look forward. Try to catch some air as you hop to the top. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Root down to rise up to stand. Big breath in, reach up. Hands to heart center, exhale. Now shut down your eyes or get a drink of water, whatever you need. But I want you to just take a moment to recognize the energy that you're building in the body. So while the practice has a bit of spice to it, it's not wearing you out, right? So we're trying to create a container for the energy to flow, not dump all the energy out. So as you're moving through this, make sure you're really paying attention to that richness of breath and really just noticing the fire that you are igniting. 2 more inhales and exhales. 1 more. And then release your hands down by your side. Utkatasana, chair pose, inhale. Anjali Mudra, hands to heart center, exhale. Right elbow past left knee, sit down deeply. Now stay there, I'm gonna switch sides so you guys can see. So right elbow, left knee. Now right hand can come to the left shoulder and zhuzh it open. Left arm can come up to the sky. If you would like, you could take the right elbow down, but only if it doesn't feel icky. 2 more. 1 more. Okay, 1 more. Just stay. 1 more big breath. And then forward fold, exhale it out. This time heel toe your feet. Now we're gonna take the hands under the feet, but opposite of what you normally do, okay? So your thumb, see my thumb? It's gonna be outside, so I just stick my palm boop, like that under my foot, and I step on it on the back of my hand. And then I stick my other palm boop, under there. Now, if your thumbs are not outside your pinkies and the forearms are not facing in front of you, then you've gotta flip your hands, okay? Then drop your head. Pour some weight into your toes, maybe even just kind of squeeze them, like you were squishing sand. Wouldn't that be so great right now if we were squishing sand? Oh, I miss the ocean. Two more breaths. 1 more breath. Now before you release, I want you to stay on your hands and tip your tailbone up as hard as you can. Pull your heart forward. Feel that long lengthening happening down the back, outside edges of the feet. Release your hands. Heel toe your feet to touch one another. Halfway lift, inhale. Low plank. Upward face. Downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up. Now, just bring your left knee into your nose. Don't change anything. Just squeeze that sucker in there as tightly as you can. Keep your right heel pushing down into the floor. Okay, now we're shifting forward. We're doing it again. Left foot starts to flex. We want to just graze the floor. Really use your core to pull that foot up, pull that foot up, pull that foot up, till you can step in between your thumbs. Take your left arm up. Hold for a breath. And then we come to the outer edges of both feet. So just to the best of your ability, if you're super tight in your hips, it might not be a big movement, that's fine. Just do your best. 1 more inhale. And then exhale, left foot stacks on top of right. Push your hips up. Maybe your left arm goes over your ear. Maybe you want to pull it behind you to open your chest. How are you feeling today? 2, 3, 4, and 5. Left arm back up to the sky. Bring the left hand down, slowly come around into plank pose. Lift the hips, Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Bend the knees, look forward, inhale breath, catch some air. Halfway lift, and then forward fold. Bend the knees, coming down into that squat we did in the very beginning. This time we're taking Bakasana crow pose. So hands will come to the floor, about shoulder distance apart-ish, yeah? And then knees go on the outsides of the triceps. So keep your feet together and just open your knees up. Take your knees to the backs of the arms. Lift your high knee a little. Squeeze in through the center. And then shift your weight forward so much your feet have no choice but to come off the ground. See, they can't even touch. And then hug your heels up to your butt. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, low plank on 1. Exhale it out. Upward. Downward facing dog. Raise your right leg up. Big breath in. Now this time, keep your right foot flexed. Keep your legs straight. Bring it forward, bring it forward, bring it forward, and land with the legs straight. Nice. Take your right arm up to the sky for a funky little triangle-ish, reverse triangle-ish. Left heel is still elevated. Push into your right big heel so that your outer edge of your hip is getting nice juicy opening. 1 more big breath in. Exhale it out. Put your left heel down, put a bend into your right knee. Open your body up to warrior 2. Adjust your feet, left foot parallel to the back edge, right toes forward, big spread on your mat, arms wide. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Come back down, side angle, one more time. Come on up, reverse. Now go ahead and straighten your right leg. Keep leaning back behind you. Keep reaching your right arm. Start to get into your kidney space of your right side. Inhale, up tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Turn your right toes in. Then kick your heels in. Drop your butt. Whew. Settle in. Hands at heart center. Deep breaths. 3. Both knees are bent. Inner thighs are pushing those suckers out. 2. 1 more big breath in and out. And then go ahead and straighten your legs out. Turn your right toes in. Turn your left toes out. Warrior 2 on the left side. Arms go out. Take a deep breath in. Low plank position, hands to the floor. Take it back and down. Upward facing, inhale, breath. Downward facing, exhale, breath. Bend the knees, look forward. Catch some air. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Squat down like you're going to do crow, which you are, but we're going to take side crow this time. So squat down. Left elbow past your right knee. Now if you can do reverse ekapada, then go ahead and do that. I'll show you what that is. So you come with your hands on the ground. You keep your head up. Left elbow in contact, right elbow free. Lean your weight forward just like you would in regular crow. And then if you want to split the legs, that's the reverse ekapada. For 3, 2, feet land on 1, forward fold. Now your right hip should feel a little bit wonky, so let's open that sucker up. Right hip up to the ceiling, half moon balance, standing on your left leg, right arm up. Deep breaths. Bend your right knee. Reach back and catch hold of the top of the foot. And then pull the heel towards the glute. And then see if you can make some effort to pull on the arm using the leg strength. 2. 1 more big breath in. And then exhale, come back into half moon balance. Take an inhale breath. Stay for the exhale. Now slowly start to turn your right hip down, bring your right hand down, but don't move with anything else. Lower half stays the same. So you're doing that transition so slow, you feel your core engage. Your chest is still reaching forward. Push back through your right heel, your right toes face the floor. Hold steady and breathe. 2. 1 more big breath in. And then slowly bring your right foot next to your left foot as you exhale. Drop the upper body down. Grab your elbows, open up your feet hip distance. Let your whole torso go side to side a lot. Two more breaths. Think about this as like shaking the Etch-a-Sketch. Releasing that other side to move forward into a new design. Heel toe those feet to touch. Halfway lift, inhale. Low plank position, exhale. Upward facing, heart high. Downward facing, hips to the sky. Raise your left leg up. This time keep the leg straight as you shift the weight forward. Hug that leg up, hug that leg up, hug that leg up, step. And then funky reverse triangle. Right heel stays up, left arm goes up. Breathe. 2. And 1 more big breath in and out. Stay for the exhale. And put the right hand down. Inhale, come up, warrior 2 on the left. So adjust your stance, heel toe that left foot middle. All right, foot parallel, outer edge of the back of the mat. Arms broad. Collarbones widen. Woo, the full moon got me like, what's happening? Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, reverse that sucker. Exhale, side angle, bring it in. Inhale, reverse. Last time for side angle. Come up to reverse and hold. Hold steady. Start to straighten that front leg, lean back a little more. Opening up through the left kidney. Now come back up. Turn your left heel in. Turn both heels in. Squat down. This time I want you to put your hands on the ground in the squat. Your wrists are directly under your shoulders. Your knees are pushing out. You're trying to stick your butt up. Maybe even bounce it a little bit. That's kind of fun. Left hand down in front of your face, right arm forward. Energetically, you're pushing your knees out. Breathe. Right hand down, left arm forward. Keep pushing those knees out. You got this. Left hand down. You got it. Both arms forward. Stay low. Straight spine. Inner thighs work. Work it, girl. Lift your heart. Here we go. Warrior two. Right leg. Nice. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Stay there though. Start to pick up your back leg and open. Half moon balance. Two. One, bend the front knee, grab a hold of the top of the foot, push the foot into the hand. You got this. Slow and steady wins this race. Now slowly release. Bring the left hand down. As slowly as you can, articulate, turning your left hip in, left thigh bone in. Engage the core. Pull your heart forward. Push down into your strong right leg. One more big breath in. Exhale it out. Then bring the left foot down next to the right foot. Bend the knees, coming down, side crow if you like. Or do your crow to the front if you're still working on that. Here we go. Right elbow outside the knee. Hands to the floor. Lean in, lift off. Open up your legs if you want to for Ekapada, or just enjoy this intense pressure on the outside of your left IT band. Feet down to the ground. Walk your hands to the middle, walk your feet to the middle. Now step your feet back into plank. Don't worry, I'm gonna do a hip opener for that left side too. Shift your weight forward, drop your hips. Now I like to call this one lazy up dog. So your thighs are resting. If this pinches your low back, put a bend into your elbows. Just create a little more slack, if you will, instead of pulling everything super taut. And then press yourself back, child's pose, hips to heels, forehead rests on the mat. Two more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And then exhale it out. And we'll come back into downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Press your chest back toward your thighs. Bend your knees, look forward. Inhale. Hopper step, catch some air as you go. Bring your feet down, slowly forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Down to rise up, strong legs all the way up tall. Hands down to heart center. Okay guys, grab a drink of water. Setting up for a balance pose. So we'll be taking eagle, standing on the right leg first. So right leg goes over. If you can loop around behind the left leg, excuse me. Let me just bump it up so you can see my head. It's so awkward. Where'd she go? Okay, so standing on your right leg, your left leg goes over. Whee! And if it can loop behind the right calf, awesome. If not, don't worry about it. So if the left leg is over, the left arm is under. And then wrap up your hands. Now you don't want to modify just by doing your hugging yourself, because you're not ever going to get your shoulders to open unless you have an injury, right? Honor your body. Otherwise, if you modify, just do backs of hands. Now we're going to make this eagle a little small, okay? So take your elbows down towards your knees. Curl your spine around. Keep squeezing your inner thighs together. That's my dog. She's letting me know she's not happy. She's in her kennel. She chewed up my mallet for my singing bowl today, so I'm not happy either. All right, now we're bringing the upper body back up. Keep squeezing your inner thighs together. Bring your upper body back up. Woo. Release your arms. Inhale, up. Exhale, fly your arms behind you. Keep your legs squeezing. Keep them squeezing. You got this. 2. Last one. Now push into your right leg. Lift your left knee up into your chest. Arms go up high. And then set your left foot down. Woo. Shake that out. All right, other side, here we go. Left thigh over, wrap it all the way around if you can. Or excuse me, right thigh. What is wrong with me? Right arm under, wrap it up. Make yourself tiny. Into a tiny little ball. Deep breaths. Steady focus. If you're falling out of it, don't worry about it. If your legs are burning, be happy about it. Change does not come without effort. Positive change, that is. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Now start to bring your upper body up. So actually, negative change also comes with effort. 1 more big breath in. Release your arms out. Swing them back behind you. Hold steady. Keep squeezing your thighs together. Then inhale, rise up. Right knee up into chest. Hold. And then set that sucker down. Hands to your heart. Get an angle of the camera one more time because we're going down to our butts. You're at the top of your mat. Inhale, breath. Exhale, slowly squat down. Lower your height to the floor. Lift into Navasana boat pose. Spine straight and long. Inner thighs squeezing in. Lie back on your back. Keep your knees at tabletop. Hands interlaced behind your head just to help support your neck. Okay? We're not yanking on the head. Right leg extends. Left foot contact with lower right calf, depending on your leg bone length, yeah? So for me, it's right there. What we want to make sure doesn't happen is that this left thigh or the bent leg does not come past my hip point, okay, or your hip point. Here we go, lift, crunch, crunch, crunch. So nothing's happening on that lower half, yeah? It's staying steady. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the right knee, extend the left leg. Does not come beyond hip point. Shoulder blades up. Here we go. Breathe. If you need a number, we're doing 20. Keep going. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set your feet down. Lift your hips up for bridge. Push into your heel points. Rock your body side to side. We will do one more of these and come into full wheel in just a moment. So just enjoy the bridge to start, just to stretch out your abs, front of your hip pockets. And then slowly bring your bottom on the floor. Take a moment, just breathe. Do not hug your knees in. We're going into another flexion, so we don't want to pull on the low back before we lift the hips again. It's a no-no, no-no. All right, here we go, lift off. And then bring your hands by your ears. Keep your butt up and elevated. Push down into your heels. Now you might just be here working on the upper body flexibility that has to happen in order for you to get your palms down, yeah? And then push your arms into the ground, push your feet into the ground and straighten everything. Deep breaths. Puff your chest between your biceps, so push in that direction. Gaze goes in between the thumbs. One more. And then slowly bring the chin down into the chest. Slowly bring your body down onto the floor. Take a moment. Don't move a muscle. Slowly extend your legs up to the ceiling. Let your arms go over your head. Deep breath in. As you exhale, pop your toes over your head into plow pose, or stay exactly where you are. If you do decide to come into plow, it's easier if you bring your arms down beside you and use that momentum, but you could keep them back there if you have the flexibility. I can't talk in plow pose, so I'm going to stay like this for you guys. So once you get into your plow, allow the tops of your toenails to lie flat on the floor. If you're lying in waterfall pose with me, just enjoy it. If you have a block or a prop that's handy, you could pop it right under your butt to elevate it just a little more. And you'll get a little more of that gravitational tug that our friends who are about to go into shoulder stand will get. So plow pose is, let's come into shoulder stand. Deep breaths in and out. Three. 2, these are breath we're counting, you guys, so just stay steady if you're in shoulder stand. Keep pulling through your legs. Stay steady if you're like me. 1 more big breath in and out. Legs straight up, stay with me. Shoulder stands, please return to plow. And then slowly bring your hips down to the ground so that we're all doing the same thing now. So hips come down. Once the hips reach the floor, we'll bend the knees, taking the right thigh over the left. Cross it deeply. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, allow your legs to fall to the left. Your arms can come into a cactus or football field goal shape at this point. So bend the elbows 90. Allow your right chest to just open with the weight of your arm bone. We're not trying to force the shoulder to the floor. In fact, that could be injurious. So no forcing here. Now let's bring ourselves up. Whee! Switch the legs. Ooh, yes. Deep breath in. Exhale, they fall to the right. Remember, you're letting your left chest just soften. You're not forcing your left blade to the ground. Two more breaths. One more breath. Now bring those legs back up to center And then just take your knees into your body like you're doing happy baby, but let your hands lay on the floor. And then rock your feet side to side like you're doing happy baby, or rock your hips, I mean. Like you're holding onto your hands, but not, yeah? Extend your legs up. Oh yeah, flex through the backs of your heels. Feel that intense hamstring stretch just by using your leg muscles. Pull your toes towards you as far as you can, just using your muscles. Now we'll slowly bend the knees and allow yourself to lay down flat on the floor. So make yourself into a comfortable shape on the ground for Shavasana pose. I encourage you to stay if you normally bail out at this point. I encourage you to stay. Lay down on the floor. Video's not over, I'm just setting the mood. So make yourself uber comfortable. Take a few deep breaths in and out to settle in. So just like when we started, when we did those relaxing exhales, I want you to do that right now. So inhaling, and as you're exhaling, you're just settling in. Now allow your breath to become easy and natural with little to no effort from you whatsoever. Allow all the muscles of your face to soften, your jaw, your lips, eyelids. Even feel a sense of the eyes resting in their sockets. The back of the skull relaxed on the surface underneath you. Shoulder blades feel a gentleness of opening from the pressure of the floor below. The front of the collarbones relaxed, your arms feeling a bit of lightness from all of your intense letting go so much that we feel as if gravity no longer has hold on us. The middle torso, same thing. As you're breathing in and out, you feel that ebb and flow, that cyclical, beautiful rhythm of your sweet breath, the nectar. Hips are relaxed, the buttocks muscles are completely free, and again we feel a sense of lightness with all of this relaxation. Not a heaviness, lightness, as if we were floating right here an inch above your mat. Thigh bones, gentle, breezy. Knees, soft, supple. Lower legs, weightless, free. Ankles, feet, and toes. Tensionless. In this moment, you recognize your body as one beautiful piece of energy, one big, buzzing, vibrating tower, if you will. Able to have massive output of this energy that is inside you. We can start to recognize the subtle energy body. We can start to use it for the good, for sharing, cleansing, for intuiting. Feel all your cells vibrating and buzzing. Remember, we created a container, a vessel, for this energy. We didn't dump it all out. We created a container for us to use for the best intentions of our heart, our soul, our spirit, our community, our world. Stretch your arms over your head. Make yourself as big as you can. Feel the energy moving expansively out through your fingertips. Arch your back. Twist your wrists and your ankles around. Open your jaw super wide. Expand more. Then relax it all onto the ground. Bend your knees. Roll onto your right side with your eyes closed. Use your arms to press you up to a comfortable seat. Once you are in an upright seat, don't worry about your hair, your clothing, anything like that. Nobody's watching. Just keep your eyes closed no matter which way you're facing. Let your arms relax in your lap. In your mind right now, in your eyes, behind your closed eyelids, I want you to see yourself sitting there. Whatever outfit you have on. See yourself sitting there on your mat in your relaxed, upright shape. Let a little smile come on the edges of your mouth. Notice this glowing around you as if you are sitting in sunlight, bathed in it, glistening, shimmering. Let that glow be what you carry with you after you leave this practice. Whenever you need to recharge your glow, come back to this spot. Bring the hands to the center of the chest. Thank you so much for showing up. Namaste. Again, my name is Brookiechi, Brooke Armstrong, all those things. And thank you so much for being here. My next class is Saturday morning at 8 a.m. And the Saturday morning class is going to be ridiculous. So please come. We're going to do a lot of spinal undulation movements and maybe even play with some props. So you guys have a kick-ass Thursday. Bye.